Hanging in the break room on CMF, sitting with us in the Stoneyard Brewing Company hot seat, Buffalo Bills defensive tackle, third-round pick out of Ohio State, Adolphus, Washington. How's it going, Adolphus?
Going pretty good. How are you guys doing?
This is great for me because we make fun of Tommy for being tiny, like for normal human being standards. And you are a mountain of a human being. Wait, 6'4", 300 pounds.
Yes, sir.
And you sitting next to Tommy, you make Tommy look like...
An 8-year-old?
Well, no, I was going to say like a rat. Like you look like he could just pick you up in his arms and like pet you. If
Well,
you
I was looking
to.
at his backpack. I go, I'm about the size of his backpack.
So, Adolphus, we're just talking about that gymnast at the Olympics from France, the guy who snapped his leg. You saw that video.
Yeah, I saw it.
And we're talking about, if you watch someone have a catastrophic injury, are you one to run and help or are you running away? I just want to play that audio one more time. This is that French gymnast Samir Alt, whose leg snaps in half after the world's worst vault. Go ahead, Timmy. Oh, God! What is that French for?
That's how French scream.
But Adolphus, let's say it's just you and Samir, this guy who broke his leg, in a gym alone together, and his leg snaps in half and it's hanging there. Are you running to help him, or are you running away and calling somebody?
I feel like I'm definitely running to help. I'm one of those guys, that can't, keep watching a video over and over because I'm just, like, my stomach doesn't handle that stuff very well, but I'm definitely a guy that's going to help.
Okay, all right. Now, I was reading something about you last night. Not only are you now an NFL football player, when you were in high school, you were the Gatorade Ohio National Basketball Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Best men's basketball player in all of Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And Tommy's first question this morning when I told him that.
Why aren't you in the NBA?
Because, growing up, I was always the tallest guy on my team, and being 6'4" in the NBA, it's not going to work very well against somebody like Dwight Howard, who's 6'11". So,
in comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like football was the right choice for me.
So you, at 17 years old, made a business decision, like a legitimate business decision.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
That's insane. Like, okay, I'm sure you had college scholarships for basketball too.
I had a bunch of small schools. The biggest one I had was Xavier back in Cincinnati.
It's huge.
And I'm not even gonna lie. My whole high school career, I thought I was going to the NBA, and then my dad and my AAU coach, they just told me, like, I don't think the NBA is going to be the right thing for you. So, I started focusing more on football as I got older. So
The voice you hear in Adolphus, Washington, Bills rookie defensive tackle out of Ohio State. We talk about this on the show all the time, that discussion you have with your dad, where at what point are you honest with your kid? Like, what is that feeling? Do you remember that conversation where your old man sits you down and goes, hey, you're not as good at this as you think you are?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that. My dad was always honest with me. He always told me, follow your dream. But he always told me that, football was going to be it. As me listening to my dad, you always want to kind of go against that. But eventually, not eventually, but I'm glad I kind of realized it before it was too late. Try to go to school for basketball when.
Sure.
Does your dad pull the, like, I told you so move now?
No.
See, I told you it would work out. It was fine.
Not at all.
So you go from being a big-time guy at Ohio State, you and Cardell, national champions, all that cool stuff, to now you are, again, low man on the totem pole. What do the veterans have you doing to make you earn your keep here at training camp?
They haven't really had me do anything crazy, just carry some pads after practice. I had to go me and another rookie had to go to the store and buy snacks for the D-line room. That was pretty much it. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, but that's a lot of snacks.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely a lot of snacks.
That's like bags and bags of Skittles.
Yeah, actually $100 worth of snacks. So it was all good, though. Nothing crazy, so I appreciate that. Well, nothing crazy
Well,
yet.
what could they do to you? I mean, they're not going to, like, duct tape you to something. Or
Yeah, they're gonna have to fight me for that
Yeah.
one. I ain't going down easy for that one.
But Tommy, you make it sound like they're your side. No, they're all big gentlemen.
Yeah, but well, I remember one year they threw the guy out in the snow, and they duct taped him and threw him out in the snow. It was one of our first years with the Bills, and we had the kid on, and he was like, but he wasn't. He was half your size. Like I could see that. I mean, you're a big dude, man. That's a lot of tape.
Yeah,
I mean, you would run out of duct tape. That would be $100. You would have to run and get $100 worth of duct tape just to tape you up.
Well, let's hope I never have to go down that one.
By the way, I love how Tommy, Adolphus Washington, Bill's defensive tackle, hanging with us. I love how you keep telling him how big he is, like he doesn't know. Like he can't just look at you. Like even if today he woke up in this
body. He might
body,
not know because he's hanging out with all these other guys.
He's sitting next to you.
I'm normal size.
You are not normal size.
Normal size, 1950s. My mother smoked during size. This is the way everybody looked. Like in World War II, nobody. You've ever seen World War II guys?
Yeah,
they were only like 4'11". They just looked big because they had battleships.
Adolphus, he legitimately thinks men are his size, like normal, and anybody taller than him is like a genetic freak.
Look at you two, though. You're big men.
You too. What? Okay. All right. Adolphus Washington, Bills defensive tackle. So you are from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
But you're a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan.
Yeah, I love Cleveland. Yep.
Okay, and I heard a story that Cleveland finally wins their first championship, right? And you wait your whole life to get to this point, and you couldn't go home to be there because you were in Buffalo, right, getting ready for the season. Talk to me about having to watch your hometown team. You got money finally to go home and get those tickets, maybe get a hotel, and you can't make it home for that championship.
It's all good. I worry about the things that are most important to me, and that was getting ready for the season. I can celebrate here where where I was, so I was good.
Well, I mean, I think when I heard that, it gave me like a little warm feeling because you understand what Bills fans have been going through for the last forever, right? Waiting for that Cleveland championship. And it's just, it's good to know that there is a guy on this roster like, okay, as a fan,
he
gets it.
So, definitely.
Were you a Bengals fan growing up?
Definitely, yeah, definitely a biggest fan. Not a Browns fan, just to let you know.
Okay, but I've always wondered, like all these guys that play for the Bills, they had a favorite team growing up. Like, at what point do you realize I can't have a favorite team anymore because someone's going to draft me?
Probably when you get that phone call.
So that's it. So you were a big Bengals fan up until the Bills picked up the phone and called you.
And good thing we played the Bengals this year, so I get to take a little anger out on them for not drafting me. So.
I did read an article. You said the dream would be playing in Cincinnati, hometown team.
Yep.
So you're still a little upset about that.
A little bit, yeah.
Are they any good this year?
I mean, they were a play away from advancing the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be better with Adolphus Washington, but they made that mistake.
Right.
So when's the last time you wore another football player's jersey on your back?
It's probably been a while.
You were a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, not a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Grown-ass man does grown-ass man things.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Because some people don't let it go. Like some people have hundreds of jerseys in their house of other players.
No, that's not me.
That would be weird, right? If you came over to my house, I said, "Hey, can I show you something?" I take you downstairs. And I had, let's say, 1,000 jerseys. You would think I need to leave this house immediately. This guy's nuts.
Well, I wouldn't say that because it's guys that have hundreds of Jordan, the pair of Jordan shoes.
That guy has this stuff too. He also has that.
Well, I have a lot of pair of Jordans, so I wouldn't say it's weird. But
so you get it, right?
Yeah, if he like wears them around the house or something like that. Then
so if you came over to my house and I had, let's say, 1,000 jerseys, and let's say I had about $10,000 worth of sneakers in my basement, you'd be cool with that.
I'm cool with it.
All right, good.
I'm cool with it.
See, he was trying to embarrass me. I have a big Jordan jersey collection.
By the way, I'm not off on the numbers at all.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't get it.
Exaggerating.
He doesn't get that most men collect things, right? Like men are collectors. Tommy doesn't love anything.
Yeah.
He's never loved anything in his life.
I love me. I collect me. More and more me.
You should collect more of you because there's only about 5'4" you sitting over there. Adolphus Washington, Buffalo Bills defensive tackle, rookie out of Ohio State. Talk about playing at Ohio State, man. Like, we talked to, oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Was it Kevon the other day playing at Florida State?
Yes.
Like you are gods among men down there in Columbus, Ohio. Like, does it feel like a little bit of a backward step coming in Buffalo? I mean, not a lot of people know who you are here. You're in Rochester, which is outside of Buffalo. Talk about that Ohio State experience off the field.
The Ohio State experience off the field, when you walk around campus, everybody knows who you are. You go to restaurants, everybody know who you are.
All the bras are hanging on you.
I wouldn't say all that. Just it's like anywhere in Ohio, period. There's Ohio State fans everywhere. I went to a restaurant here during our first day off, and it was Ohio State fans at, Cheesecake Factory. So, it's Ohio State fans everywhere, and they know who you are. But I wouldn't say it's a step back leaving Ohio State to come to Buffalo because, it's the NFL, and, you have to come in here and make your own name, unless you was a really big-time guy coming out of college. So it's all good with me.
Adolphus Washington, Bills defensive tackle. Man, we really appreciate the time.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate you standing next to Tommy and making him feel like a tiny, itty-bitty person. Because like, there's going to be like an excuse later as to, well, you know, I'm wearing these shoes make me look shorter. It's not even a big deal.
It's better my shirt.
He's wearing red, so it makes him look bigger.
Yeah, right.
But Adolphus, we really appreciate you sitting down. We got a gift bag from our friends over at Invo Coconut Water, the truly fresh cracked coconut water experience. Got the water in there, a $50 gift card to Wegmans if you haven't done that yet. Make
So
sure
that'll
you get to
cover your
Wegmans.
lunch.
But thank you again, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.